Hi guys, over here is Paula Alves. I'm the founder of Revive Wellness. Today is my 10th and last video on the series of traumas and fears. And I would like to give a closer to what we have spoken on those nine videos that I had about pain, about traumas and fears. And I always say pain because that's what we feel. We have the pain inside. And you know what? It's all over the pain that we have throughout our lives because of the traumas and the fears. But I would like to talk to you about what we are really here for on earth. Why are we here? Such a short period of time. We are here to learn and grow, guys. We don't have any other way. Why we always have to, well, it's a culturally thing over here in the West. We always related pleasure and happiness, pain, suffering to sadness. We need to stop that. We have the pain to make us grow. We have to learn. You can't just solve the problem and get rid of them. You have to go through them and become better. Become better than you were yesterday and today. And tomorrow is going to be way better. That's why the pain exists. And please never believe in those people that say they don't have any pain or they never had any trauma. They had a perfect life. No, there is no such a thing. And if they think they have a perfect life, it's because they have never learned anything. You can't learn. You can't learn anything if you don't have any pain going on. And I'm not saying you have to, just introduce yourself to pain out of nothing. But the traumas and the fears that we have teach us and taught us to be who we are. Because the pain doesn't break you. The pain does not break you. The pain reveals who you are. Through pain, you're going to find who you really are. And who are you? Are you going to be dwelling in pain still throughout your whole life? Because it's easier? That's the way you identify yourself? That's do you think who you are? No, you're not. You are not that. You are not that pain. That was inflicted to you, maybe by life. Maybe that's the way nature is. Maybe by other people. But we shouldn't find anyone to blame. Because at the point where you start feeling like this person or life did it to me, that's when you don't learn anything. So let's stop blaming. And don't blame yourself either. I hear a lot, they say, oh, we inflict our own pain because we have a lot to learn. I believe the learning process, but I also believe we shouldn't blame anyone or neither ourselves. We need is to find a way to go through it and come back and come up in the next place, on the other side. So this way you're able to learn and grow from it. At one point in my life, I used to say, next. What it is, next. I really hope I have learned all my lessons because I'm good. And I'm pretty sure you are too. But I'm not here to blame myself. As a matter of fact, I grew a lot. And I have so much more compassion nowadays than I had it before. At one point in my life, obviously I couldn't see what I see nowadays because we are here to learn. Again, I keep saying that. And we are here to grow. Nobody's here to be the same as when you were born. And I really, truly believe God did not make us to be children forever. We are here to grow, to evolve, to be better. Not bitter, better. And the reason why the earth, nature, God allowed us to go into traumas ourselves is not because God doesn't love us. Of course not. I never related God and what happens to me. Or I never thought, oh, God's fault. No, guys, please. It's interesting because I heard that before Have you ever been hit by a meteor? And the reason why you have never been hit by a meteor is because you're not that tall, you're not that high. And when the problems, the obstacles hits you, it's because it's on your height and you can take it. God just give us what we can take it to teach us so we can learn to be better, so we can expand our minds and learn and grow. Because the growth is supposed to come organically, where you can understand when you look it back and you think all those fears you have had throughout your whole life and the traumas came to teach you something, not to make you bitter or to make you dwell on them or to stop you, not for you to get stuck, but for you to learn to move on with a better vision of life. Guys, we are here again, a very short period of time. We don't have time to be bitter or selfish or angry at anyone. You have time for yourself to get better and better to other people as well. Not to close yourself, not to say, from now on, I don't want to meet anybody, I don't want to talk to anybody. No. Everybody's in the same process. We're all in the same boat. Everybody's here to learn. As long as we understand and recognize everybody has their own thing, and we need to respect that. Might not be yours, might not be mine, but every way they feel or we feel is the way we deal with. You're going to show who you are, the way you deal with that. You're going to be bitter. You're going to be using that against other people. You're going to victimize yourself just to get take advantage of someone. Because victimization for me, it's a matter of take advantage of someone. And that's what people do. Don't be that person. Don't be a victim. We spoke about that. Let's be the person that you are in a better version. The version that you have learned. The version that you were not broken. You were like shaking a little bit because I was too, but not broken. I want to see the version of you where you come out on the other side a better person. And you learned. And you know what? That's who you are. The person that learned with your pain, with your fears, with your traumas, and maybe your losses. Because we all have losses in our lives. Loss of the people that we love, other losses and everything. But you know what? It's not about to us to judge what happens in nature. We are here just to learn, observe, and get better. And then you're going to say, how get better? Not in a material way, in a spiritual way. And I guarantee you're going to feel better about yourself too. And I guarantee you're going to stop sabotaging yourself. I guarantee you're going to stop blaming others. I guarantee you're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to be self-sufficient in terms of you're not going to be looking for love in everywhere. If love comes, it's going to be awesome. But if it doesn't come, you have the love of your life, which is you. Not saying to be selfish, still be open to other people. But always remember that the love of your life, it's you. Okay? I see you in the next videos. I will start talking about anxiety next week. It's going to be 10 videos about it. We'll deal with that and dissect together. Because guys, I'm learning the process too. I don't know everything, but you guys helping me out to find myself more and more. And I appreciate that. Please subscribe, give your like, tell your friends and family. And I see you next week when we already finished one series. I'm excited to start a new one with you. Bye.